English palette, where I help you learn organically by using real, natural English resources. Stick around. And we're live! Well, thanks so much for checking us out. We are going to start in just a moment. You may be wondering, what is English palette? Well, we will be learning English together by using natural, normal resources such as news articles, and things that we can find in the internet. Yeah, I'm just so excited that you decided to join us today. If you are here in the chat, say hello. It would be nice to see where you're connecting from. Make sure you check out the links under this video for ways of staying in touch with English palette throughout the week. And I would like to hear from you. If you like what you're seeing on this channel, there are other links. You could even become a member and feel that you're supporting this channel this way. Members have certain privileges because they can submit ideas, and we can even feature some of the ideas on our future streams. Well, again, thanks so much for coming. We're going to get started in just a minute. Today, guys, we're going to read some news. So let me switch to the screen with the news, and later I will link the article in this video description for you so that you can read it by yourself. Again, thanks so much. Here we go. We're going to get started. So here's the news article that we're going to read today. It comes from BBC, right? It comes from BBC. And let's first of all take a look at the title. Okay, the title of this news article is "Dangerous eBay listings can be removed by regulators." Well, what could this mean? Dangerous eBay listings can be removed by regulators. Okay, so whenever we read something, first of all, we look at the title and we try to imagine. We ask questions about what could this article be about, right? So just let's take a look at it and just imagine. What is this about? Or at least let's ask general questions. What area does this article belong to? Is it technology? Right? You know eBay, right? So probably technology. Is it like marketing? Is it law? It could be that. Okay, dangerous eBay listings can be removed by regulators. Excellent. And by the way, so that just so you know, I have not read this article in detail, so that my reactions to it would be spontaneous, right? I don't want to read it over and over again so that my reactions to you guys are kind of like staged. I want to be natural. So let's read this together. I think the first thing that we can do when we see a new article is to read it together. So when we read, that's a great strategy for you guys. Don't stop, don't check vocabulary in a dictionary, nothing like that. Just read the whole thing first of all, and then we'll try to dig in deeper. Okay? All right. So I'm scrolling down. Here we go. This is a very fresh article. It just came out. Okay, so let's just read it together. Online seller eBay says it is handing regulators the power to take down dangerous listings without consulting the company. Officials will be able to remove items where they have evidence of a risk to consumer safety, eBay said. In the UK, that will include the Office for Product Safety and Standards and Internet regulator Ofcom. Online marketplaces such as eBay are engaged in a constant battle to ferret out unsafe items sold by their users. That is in part because nearly anyone can create listings on online auction sites. Over the years, investigators have found unsafe electrical appliances, toys, and batteries for sale on a wide range of online marketplaces, including Amazon and the Chinese site Wish. That is in part because nearly anyone. I think that's not related to the article. Let's just keep going. This latest move, eBay said, was designed to speed up the removal of illegal or unsafe items without waiting for approval from the company. Okay. Only selected trusted authorities will have access to the new tools. But those that do will have the ability to take down any listings from the marketplace themselves, the company said. More than 50 authorities around the world are already involved in the early stages of the project, it added. Alright, harmful products. Let's see. eBay said that it already had extensive reporting systems for customers to use and took proactive steps to remove banned items. But eliminating the need for a second level of approval streamlines the process, making product removal more efficient and reducing the risk of harmful products being purchased, it said. Leslie Rudd, Chief Executive of Electrical Safety First, said, "We welcome any move that speeds up the process of removing dangerous goods online. Our investigations have continuously found dangerous, unbranded electrical goods with obvious visual defects for sale to UK customers. These products often lack some of the most basic safety features." But she added that more work needs to be done to stop such products going on sale in the first place. Online marketplaces must be legally recognized as a retailer in order to sufficiently tackle the issue of dangerous goods sold via their sites, and we urge the government to include these sites in the forthcoming online safety bill, she said. Okay. One group involved in eBay's new system is Westminster Council. Councillor Heather Acton said the past year had seen a huge increase in shopping online, and scams and fraud were a concern. The new tools mean our trading standards teams have been able to expedite our processes and ensure that our local communities can continue to be safe, she said. Another body with access is Ofcom, which, among other roles, regulates the radio waves used for broadcast and wireless signals. Certain types of wireless radio kit are tightly regulated so that they cannot interfere with protected signals. And it plans to use the new tools to remove such items from sale. Murray Lamble, eBay's UK manager, said the pandemic had led online shopping to become an even greater part of everyone's lives. Marketplaces should be taking their responsibility for consumer safety seriously, but collaboration with authorities is vital, he said. So we hope that other players in the industry will follow suit, he added. Well, it's a short article. I think if you're still here, that's great. So we just jumped into it and we read it straight. Okay, so now at least you can answer some of these questions that you had in the beginning. What is this about, more or less? Well, it's about eBay, and it's about some changes, right? Changes to eBay policy. Okay, I don't know if you are an eBay shopper. I sometimes shop on eBay. and I find it very convenient and useful. However, they are concerned about something here, right? Concerned about something. So what we can do now is maybe let's scan the text one more time, and now let's pull some vocabulary items that we can examine more closely, okay? I think in the title, I think we're really good here. Dangerous and eBay listings can be removed by regulators. Regulators, well, that's an interesting word. We could look this up, but maybe not right now. Instead, we'll go right into the body of the article. So officials, okay, online seller eBay says it is handing regulators the power. Okay, I misread this twice already, so I think I need to pull this word out. Okay, handing something. Let me just put it in a notebook here. Vocabulary, handing something. Okay, we will practice that. The power to take down dangerous listings with... Okay, what about listings, guys? Do you know what listings are? Well, let's find out. Listings, I'm copying that word as well. Listings. Okay, we know what a list is, but what's a listing? To take down. Okay, in the UK that will that will include blah 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 blah. We don't need to worry about that too much. Online marketplaces such as eBay are engaged in a constant battle to ferret out. Okay, well, I think this is interesting. To ferret out. It looks like an idiom. You guys may be wondering, what does it mean to ferret something out? We will look it up together. All right. Unsafe items sold by their users. That is in part because nearly anyone can create a listing. Okay, so we imagine anyone can create a listing on eBay. So if anyone can create a listing on eBay, that means listing would be a synonym for an advertisement, right? There's an ad, for sale ad. You are listing something in a list of things that are available to purchase on eBay. So that's what a listing is. I think we can guess a lot of the meanings from the text. Online auction. Okay, auction is obviously a process where there's an item for sale and people make a bid. And the highest bidder wins the item. Okay, very good. Over the years, investigators have found... Okay, investigators. We can pull that word out. Okay, put it on our list. Vocabulary list. Electrical appliances. Okay, we can pull this one too. Okay, electrical appliances. Toys and batteries for sale. Okay, I think the rest is easy. These are the names of websites such as Amazon and a Wish website. Wish. It's called Wish. I don't know if you've purchased anything on Wish. Electrical appliances. But I guess I haven't, but it must be very similar. Okay, electrical appliances. This latest move, eBay said, was designed to speed up the removal of illegal or unsafe items without waiting for approval from the company. Okay. I don't know if you've purchased anything. I think there's nothing interesting or difficult here. Only selected trusted authorities will have access to the new tools. I think this word authorities we can pull out because it is used in many different contexts. So I think you may have seen it used as sometimes when you read it in authorities could be the government or it could be the police. Okay, authorities. In this case, I don't believe it refers to the police or to other government. Okay. Okay. Ability to take down. Okay, this has appeared already twice. So let's look at that word because to take down something may be relevant to this piece of writing. Okay. Okay, let's actually take the whole chunk. To take down any listing. Okay, to take down any listing. I think this way it will become much clearer for us. More than 50 authorities. Oh, wow. So these authorities are multiplying. There's a lot of them, guys. Around the world are already involved. Okay. In the early stages of this project. Harmful. Okay, what is harmful? You may not know what harmful is. I will pull it out and we'll look at it together. More than 50 harmful. Oh, wow. So these authorities are multiplying. There's a lot of them, guys. Okay, I'm just scanning the text. Unbranded electrical goods. I think what I'm going to do is append the unbranded to electrical appliances. And this way we will look at it as a chunk, okay, as a chunk. These products often lack some of the most basic safety features. I think that's simple to understand. More work needs to be done, okay, to prevent, to stop such products, okay. Online marketplaces must be legally recognized as a retailer in order to sufficiently tackle the issue of dangerous goods. To tackle, okay, to tackle, we are going to look at that word as well. To tackle, to stop such products, okay, in a moment, okay. I think we're almost done. Huge increase. We have seen a huge increase. Try to remember these phrases because they're very useful. Okay, and here this is interesting. Scams and fraud. Okay, scams and fraud. I will pull those two words out and then post them on the vocabulary list for you. And then these new tools mean trading standards, to expedite our processes. Okay, that may be interesting to pull out as well. Expedite processes. Okay, I think we're almost done. We're talking about broadcasting, wireless signals, protected signals, to expedite our processes. And maybe vital. It's a short word. Let's pull that one too, because I think this may become very useful for you when you write your essays. You can use that word quite often. And look at the last sentence. It says, we hope that other players in the industry will follow suit. I think we should... You know, when we talk about players, you know, it could be a game player, it could be a player on a team, sports team. In this case, we are going to look at it used in a different setting. Okay, so other players in the industry will follow suit. I will just pull out the whole phrase because I want to explain it to you. When we talk about players, okay, very good, very good. So far, we have a list of vocabulary items to discuss, guys, to discuss. Going to look at it used in a different setting. Okay. Other players in the industry. Here it is. Bear with me. We'll look at these vocabulary items one by one. And by the way, I recommend to you that if you are a learner of English, that you get a proper dictionary that is made especially for language learners, English language learners. The one behind me over there, as you can see, it has on its cover Advanced Learner's Dictionary. Okay, advanced means that it has all the words you will ever need listed in it. Okay, advanced. So it's not a simplified dictionary, and also Learner's Dictionary. So if you, whatever you're shopping for, if you're buying a dictionary, buy one that says learners on it. Why? Because the definitions of these words will be formulated in such a way that it's easy for you to understand it, okay, as a learner. So get a dictionary that is advanced, and it's also a learner's dictionary. And in addition, learner's dictionaries have a lot of examples, and they show you how you can use that word, right? So don't just get a regular dictionary, get an advanced learner's dictionary. So here we go. Okay, we have some words that I pulled out from this article.
And in addition,
handing something to someone. Okay, so what familiar word do you see here? You see the word hand, right? So if I have something in my hand and now you have it, that means I gave it to you, right? I handed something to you. Okay, so that's basically is a synonym. It's just a synonym for to give. Okay, to give. All right, so hand something to someone. It's a verb, obviously. To hand something to someone means to give something to someone. All right, try to remember that. Maybe we'll try to use that in an example sentence in just a moment. Hand something to someone. So, yeah, for example, the reporter handed the camera to the authorities, okay, because they asked for the camera. So the reporter handed the camera to the authorities. To hand something to someone, to give something to someone. Okay. Listings. I think we already answered that word. We don't need to spend too much. It's basically an advertisement on eBay. Something for sale. Okay, to ferret out. Ah, okay. A ferret is an animal. It's a furry animal. And, you know, they are very good at sniffing things out. Sniff out something. To ferret basically means to look for something and to find it, right? To look for something and find it. Okay, so to ferret out, maybe investigators need to look at a lot of documents, but they are looking for some clue or evidence in order to ferret out, to find out to something that they're looking for. Okay. Investigators, well, those who are doing the investigation. So it basically means to investigate, it means to look at something very closely. Okay? Yes, so investigators are those people. Notice the suffix ors or ers or ors, okay? These are usually the people that are investigating, right? Investigators, they investigate to look at something very closely. Unbranded electrical appliances. Okay, first let's look at electrical appliances, guys. Electrical appliances are things like maybe you can give me an idea in the comments. Give me an idea. What's an electrical appliance that you have in a house? Most people have a fridge, refrigerator, okay? Fridge is a short version. Okay, first let's look at fridge, refrigerator. Okay, refrigerator. Things like maybe you can give me an idea in the comments. Interesting, right? Fridge, refrigerator that you have in a house. Or another appliance. Well, maybe washing machine. Fridge is a short version. So these would be bigger appliances, but I think they are talking about appliances that are smaller as well, because you're buying them on eBay. So they're little things, right? They would fit in your pocket or in a little bag, in a shipping box. And what's the problem with them? They're unbranded. Okay, unbranded. Well, we have a prefix un here, which means not. Branded without a brand. Okay, without a brand. I think they are worried about items that are copied of other brands. So, for example, not original Adidas shoes, but shoes that look like Adidas shoes, but they don't have that original brand. But here, unbranded electrical appliances maybe refers to devices such as cell phones that are not necessarily that brand. They belong to another brand. All right, very good. So authorities. In this case, of course, authorities, like I told you, it could refer to the police or the government, but here I think they're talking about organizations that have the power to say something or do something, okay? So authorities is just an organization that has the power to say or do something about it. Authorities. Try to say it. Authorities. 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 Yes. Contact the authorities. Another word which I pulled from this article was harmful, and I think we already saw some synonyms of that word. Something that causes harm. A similar word to that would be unsafe. Unsafe, right? it can cause you some harm.
Contact the authorities.
And the next word in line on our list was tackle, to tackle something. Okay, it's a verb, okay? To tackle something.
It's something that causes harm.
Well, it comes from sports, guys, from playing like American football. When someone is running with the ball, people try to tackle that player, bring him down to the ground, stop him basically, okay? Stop the player. So to tackle someone or something is basically to stop it, okay? But in this case, it means more than that. To stop something, or in this case, the problem needs to be tackled here. It's not a person, it's a problem or an issue. Well, we could say to tackle this problem, a good synonym for this could be to address the issue, okay? We could say to address. This is a common language used in essay writing. To address the problem
needs to be tackled.
Okay.
It's not a person, it's a problem or an issue. Well,
or the issue, right? To address it.
A good synonym for this could be.
Okay, very good. So to tackle something means to address the problem. But in simple language, it just means to stop something bad from happening, right?
Address the problem.
Think about it that way. Okay, the next thing we see on the list is basically scams and fraud. Okay, these would be types of crime. Okay, types of crime. Right, scams and fraud. It's usually when people, money is involved, and scam is a type of a crime where you are cheated out of some money. For example, you think you are buying a genuine bag of a particular designer, but when it arrives, you notice that it was just an imitation bag, not a real bag, and now you feel cheated. So these are times of crime involving money, definitely, yes.
For example, you think you are buying.
Next one we saw in the article was to expedite our processes, right? The expert was talking about expediting our processes, that this will help them. X is a prefix that shows you out, to do something, to make an exit, or to go out. And here, in this case, to expedite our process means to complete the process. Okay, basically, it means to complete a process.
Processes that this will help them. X is a prefix that shows you out.
Okay, so to complete the process. So imagine, in this case, a company has to look at all these listings, and some of the listings are fine and they will leave them alone, but some of the listings are unsafe or illegal, or they should not be there. So now there's a process for removing those listings, right? And that process is long. It's a complicated process. So what they're saying is these new tools that they are proposing will help them to expedite, to complete this process. Very good. You can add that word to your vocabulary now. Well, vital, you probably know this, but I'll just mention it to those who don't. It's just another synonym for important.
What they're saying is
something is really important, right? This is something that students do all the time in their writing. They end up using the word like important all the time. Important, important, important. It's a convenient word, but let's try to use a variety of different terms that can be used instead of that word, right? So, for example, we could say vital. Or another word could be crucial. This is really a crucial piece of evidence. Okay? This evidence was vital to solving the case. This was really an important breakthrough. Okay? Crucial, important, vital. There are other words as well like that. But I think 3 for now will do. And here, remember that last sentence in the article talked about other players in the industry that will follow suit. Okay, so in this case, other players Actually, let's leave this until we will do our paraphrase exercise. Okay, we will do a little paraphrase exercise.
And here, remember that
we're looking at some synonyms here now, guys. Synonyms. No, maybe not today. Collocations, how words are used together. Yeah, since we're talking about paraphrases, let's paraphrase. Let's paraphrase this sentence.
Paraphrase exercise. Okay?
By the way, what is a paraphrase? Paraphrase.
We're looking at some synonyms here now, guys. Synonyms.
Paraphrase. Paraphrase is to say the same thing. Okay. To say the same thing. Please excuse me, I'm getting a phone call at this moment.
By the way, what is a paraphrase?
Okay, just give me a second.
We're looking at some synonyms here now, guys. Synonyms.
Paraphrase. I guess it was nothing. Okay, that's what happens when you're doing things live.
Okay. To say the same thing.
There you go. So to paraphrase means to say the same thing in different words. Okay, that's the simplest explanation. Now, a good paraphrase will have several features, right? You don't want to say just the same thing but rearrange the words. No. So a good paraphrase will have a couple of characteristics. First of all, you will definitely use some synonyms. Okay, which means you want to use words that are not the same as in the original sentence. Okay, so use synonyms would be one condition. Now, another thing you want to do is you want to change the word order. Okay.
A good paraphrase will have a couple of characteristics. First of all,
okay, you don't want to say everything in the same word order, just change the words, right? What you need to do is actually change the word order. And another thing that a good paraphrase will have is sometimes we want to change the class of the word. Okay, change the class of the word. Okay, I'll show you in a moment what I mean by that. So if you apply all these three rules, you will probably end up with a very good paraphrase. So this is not a full sentence, so let's first of all expand this to make it a full sentence. Let's just say experts
I'll show you in a moment what I mean by that. So if you
hope
apply all these three
that other players in the industry will follow suit. Okay, let's make it turn it into a complete sentence.
This is not a full sentence,
right? I hope you can see this clearly. This comes from our last sentence in this article. Experts hope that other players in the industry will follow suit. Okay, so in order for us to have a good paraphrase, we need to understand the words, right? So let's get some synonyms for this particular sentence. Experts. Okay, experts.
This comes from our last sentence.
Okay, what do you think? What's another way of using that word? Expert. Expert.
For us to have a good paraphrase, we need to understand the words, right? So let's get some synonyms for this particular sentence.
Well, I'm just drawing a blank right now. Okay, let's leave it for now. Experts at other players in the industry. Okay.
What's another?
Okay, the industry.
Another way of using that word, expert. Expert.
Maybe let's call it what? The field. In this field. The industry. In.
Well, I'm just drawing a blank right now. Okay, let's leave it for now. Experts at other players in the industry. Okay.
Yeah, some of these words are really difficult. To follow suit. Now, to follow suit is an idiomatic expression, definitely. Okay, to follow suit is an idiom. Okay, means to imitate, to do the same. Okay, to do the same, to imitate. Okay. So basically the whole sentence, and I guess I can't help it because when I explain the sentence again to you guys, it will already be paraphrased. It says that experts hope that other players in the industry, and in this case players means other companies, okay? So let's get a synonym for that. So this was a spokesman for eBay who said that they wish or they hope. See another paragraph, another paraphrase. That other players, now players in this case means other companies.
So let's get a synonym for that.
All right, so we have some synonyms. So we could do a paraphrase, a simple paraphrase, and we could just say experts wish that that other companies in this field imitate
Alright, so we have some
them.
So we could do a paraphrase, a simple paraphrase.
All right, so that's our first paraphrase, and I'm not really happy with it. Okay, we obviously have some synonyms here used, but the word order hasn't changed, and we haven't changed any class of any words here, right? We haven't changed any words. So let's just say this is our first attempt, okay? First attempt. Experts wish that other companies in this field imitate them. Okay. What we want to do now is maybe change the word order. Okay. So, and that will also include changing some grammatical structures. We will need to do that. So the second attempt will be something like
experts wish that other companies in this field imitate them.
Let's change it from active to passive, guys. Sometimes changing a sentence from active to passive helps us with paraphrasing, because that will also mean that the word order will change in a sentence, right? So here we say experts wish, that's an active sentence. Experts wish that other companies in this field imitate them.
Let's change it from active to passive, guys. Sometimes changing a sentence from active to passive helps us with paraphrasing, because that will also mean that the word
can we make it turn it into a passive sentence? Well, if you think, just looking at the chat comments, and I don't see any suggestions, but let's see. Experts wish that other companies, well, what we can do is just start with other companies, okay? Other companies in the industry or in this field,
well, if you think, just looking at the chat comments,
we could say are expected to do the same. Okay. In this case, we have a sort of a paraphrase, not very close one, but what we managed to do is completely rearrange the word order, right? So other companies in this field are expected to do the same, to follow suit, right? To imitate. Now let's polish it up a little bit. A third attempt for this paraphrase might be, we could say that other companies
in this field are expected to do the same, to follow suit, right?
Or we'd say it is.
Now let's.
Okay, I'm just wordsmithing here on the fly.
A third attempt for this paraphrase might be.
In this field,
other companies in this field are expected to do the same. Or we'd say it is.
Hopefully.
Okay, I'm just wordsmithing here on the fly. A third attempt for this paraphrase might be.
In this field, what we can do is we can throw in the experts in the beginning. We could say according to experts express.
What we can do is
say
we can throw in the experts
eBay's.
We could say according to
well, I'm kind of it's all getting messy now, okay? Let's just leave it at that. Other companies in the field hopefully follow eBay's example.
eBay's.
Okay, that would be one paraphrase. Okay, what else can we do with this? What we can do is look at the vocabulary items we pulled out, and we could try to make our own example sentences. All right, so let's look at this article again. Remember, let's look at this sentence, for example. Online seller eBay says it is handing regulators the power to take down dangerous listings without consulting the company. Okay, so let's look at the sentence and
all right, so let's look at this article again.
Pull out a word from it or a phrase and try to construct our own sentence with that construction. Okay, so online seller eBay says it is handing regulators the power to take down dangerous listings without consulting the company. Okay, so what I would like you to do is actually use this new word to hand something to someone, okay? So we are trying to use this new phrase, hand something to someone, okay? Let's just say,
okay, so what I would like you to do is actually use this new word to hand
we could say that the company
to someone, okay? So we are trying to use this new
is handing the responsibility for removing the company, in this case eBay, is handing the responsibility for removing dangerous items. And now we need a direct object. Okay, we need an object because the company is handing something. Well, that's something. What is that something? The responsibility. Sorry, this is the direct object. The responsibility for removing dangerous items. And now object of a preposition to, well, they used to do that by themselves, but now they will hand it to external third parties. Okay? The company is handing the responsibility for removing dangerous items to external third parties. Now, it would be cool if you wrote as an example sentence, maybe write one in the comments. Guys, if you can write that sentence in the comments, that would be awesome. I would give you feedback on that. So, the company is handing the responsibility for removing dangerous items to external third parties. And we have a typo here.
If you wrote as an example sentence, maybe write one in the comments.
Third.
Guys, if you can write that sentence in the comments, that would be awesome.
Okay.
I would give you feedback
Third
on
parties.
That. So the company is handing the
Very good. Let's use another word from our vocabulary list and make another example sentence. For example,
if you can write that sentence in the
to expedite the process, okay? Or the processes. Let's try that. Okay, so this is our phrase that I would like to use in a new sentence. To expedite the process. Okay, processes is plural. To expedite the process. Okay, let's think of a situation where, let's say, the post office has come up with a new software in order to make ordering their services or make their website work better. Okay, something like that. Let's try to use this new chunk to expedite the process. Okay, let's use it in the very beginning of a sentence. In order to, and I'll just paste it as is.
Ordering their services or make their website work better.
Instead of the process, I will use the word services.
To expedite the process.
Okay, you can expedite services as well as processes. Okay, in order to we don't need double twos. In order to expedite its services, the post office,
instead of the process, I will use the word services,
has implemented
you can expedite
a new
services as well as
software.
Okay, in order to we don't need
okay.
In order to
So that means they are hoping that by using this new software, their processes or their services will be expedited, will be completed more easily, right? Okay, to expedite the process. Okay, or someone might say,
so that means they are hoping that
this could be a notice somewhere. In order to,
or their services will be expedited, will be completed more easily, right? Okay, to expedite
when you pick up your parcel from the post office, thinking about post office. When you pick up your parcel, make sure
this could be a notice somewhere. In order to
you carry a proper ID, identification, such as driver's license, okay? Something that has your name on it and maybe picture, in order to
when you pick up your parcel, make sure
expedite the process. Okay, that's another interesting example sentence with this new phrase. When you pick up your parcel, when you come to pick up your parcel from the post office, well, make sure you carry a proper ID in order to expedite the process, to make it easier, right? So that they don't need to check who you really are, do you really live there, is this parcel for you or not. Just show them your ID and then you will expedite the process. Very good. Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this article? So, just to summarize, we've just read this article where we found out that eBay is going to be using other external third parties in order to remove dangerous items from its listings. Right? Very interesting. Okay, so that means maybe even you could become one of their regulators if you apply for that. So you'll be able to browse their website and say, oh, I don't like this item, I think this item is dangerous, and you report it and you delete it. Okay, that's what it looks like. Right? To me, right? So, before we, so I wondered what the next step would be. Well, we have some new words that we picked from this article. So what I'd like you to do, if you can, is to actually try to use the new vocabulary in a little, maybe little exercise. Where for example, I can ask you some questions, not many, just a few questions, and if you wouldn't mind answering these in the comments, this will give you an opportunity to use new vocabulary. For example, question number 1 could be, what kind of objects or items
and if you wouldn't mind
should not
in the comments,
be listed on eBay? Okay, why?
For example, question number 1 could be,
okay, maybe you could write a short paragraph explaining what kind of items should not be listed on eBay and why, if that's what you think. Okay, it's really important that you express your opinion by using this new vocabulary. Apply it right away. Apply it in saying something that you really feel. Okay, and maybe another question, which is a little bit more difficult, is exactly asking you for your opinion. So, do you agree? Do you agree or disagree
express your opinion by using this new vocabulary
with this new policy?
Apply it in saying something that you really feel.
Okay,
and maybe another question, which is a little bit more difficult, is exactly asking you for your opinion.
Do you agree or disagree with this new eBay policy? So once again, it means that some people, third parties, will be looking at eBay website, and if they don't like an item, well, it's not like they don't like, they probably have some guidelines telling them which items are not allowed. However, it is not the company that removes the item, it is somebody else who does not work for the company that will remove the item. Okay? So, what if you are a seller? Maybe you want to sell something and now your item is removed. Would you agree with this new policy or not? Or maybe you really want to buy something, but somebody thinks this item may be unsafe or may be dangerous, and now you have no opportunity to purchase this item. Right, so think about these things and answer these questions in the comments.
and now your item is removed.
Right? Oh, I just wonder, if you are in the comments right now, you could just type it in the chat.
You want to buy something, but somebody thinks this item may be unsafe or may be dangerous, and now you have no opportunity.
Yeah, so let's see. Do you agree or disagree with this new eBay policy of handing the responsibility for removing unsafe or illegal or harmful items to third parties? Okay. Right. So I'll check the comments later and we'll give you feedback. Thanks so much for joining us today. I will link the article as well in comments for you to read by yourself, and you can study it by yourself. If you like what you see, if you find these lessons useful, check out the links of how you can become a member of English Palette. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in our future streams. Bye for now. I hope you have a fantastic day.
You can study it by yourself. If you like what you see, if you find these lessons useful, check out the links of how you can become a member of English Palette. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in our future streams. Bye for now. I hope you have a fantastic day. You can study it by yourself. If you like what you see, if you find these lessons useful, check out the links of how you can become a member of English Palette. And